안녕하세요. Riding on the Korean wave. Welcome to a brand new week on the Culture Wave. I'm Kwon So-wa in Seoul. Explore with us Korea's culture from all aspects and stay up to date with K-entertainment, K-shamanism, K-people, K-everything. And we're going to do all of that together with my co-host Walter Lee in the studio. Hello, Walter.
Hello, Soa, and hello to all our viewers at home. Walter Lee here, back to co-host and give you the latest and daily dose of K-Enter news.
So let's get straight into the K-Enter issues that developed over the weekend.
Yes.
And we're going to start off with golden news about K-pop Demon Hunters.
Of course we are. So the original soundtrack, Golden, from the Netflix animation K-pop Demon Hunters, has soared to #1 on the UK's official singles chart, Top 100. Now, according to the latest chart released on Friday local time, Golden climbed 3 spots from the previous week to reach the top position in its 6th week on the chart. Now, a spokesperson for the chart said, with Huntrix's Golden becoming the first K-pop track to hit #1 in 13 years, Netflix's K-pop Demon Hunters has become a true phenomenon, dominating this week's official chart. Now, the last time a K-pop artist topped the UK chart was back in 2012 when Psy made history with Gangnam Style, meaning the K-pop Demon Hunters original soundtrack has tied its highest placement yet on the, this is also new news as well, the highest placement yet on the US Billboard chart as well, reaching #2. Last week I reported that it was at #3. It's moved up 1 spot as well.
And now we're going to move over to a real idol star here, Jin from BTS. What's up?
Yes, indeed. So BTS member Jin successfully completed his solo fan concert tour in the United States, which came to a close last Thursday. Now, the tour began on July 17th in Anaheim and saw him play 8 shows in 4 cities to a total of around 90,000 fans. Now, at Anaheim's Honda Center, Jin attracted the largest audience ever for a Korean artist at that venue. The LA Times praised his performance, calling it a masterclass in fan interaction. Now, up next, Jin will kick off his European leg of the tour at London's O2 Arena on August 5th and 6th. He will be the first Korean solo artist to headline at this iconic venue.
Well, good luck on his next run of concerts. And Walter, we started off with an animation.
Yes.
Let's end off with one.
Yes, a very big one indeed. The K animation, The King of Kings, has officially surpassed 1 million admissions in Korean cinemas as of Sunday. It's the 19th day in the movie theaters. Now, with this milestone, the film has overtaken Attack on Titan, the movie The Last Attack, to become the top grossing animated film of 2025 so far. Now, it also marks the first animated release of the year to cross the 1 million viewer threshold. Now, furthermore, it now ranks domestically as the 4th highest grossing Korean animated film in history. Now, that's following Li-Fi, A Hen into the Wild, as well as Hot Sping, Teeny Ping of Love, and also Speckles, the Tarbosaurus 3D.
Great achievement and great updates, Walter, and stick around.
Will do.
Now we move to Ari, our AI anchor, for more culture news. Ari?
Hello and welcome to your AI guide to the latest cultural updates from Korea. Here's our top story. Nearly 700,000 people visited the National Museum of Korea last month alone. The total number of visitors so far this year stands at over 3.4 million, nearly double the figure from last year. The museum attributed the surge to the peak summer holiday season, coupled with the growing popularity of K-content, including the sensational Netflix original, K-pop Demon Hunters. Newly appointed Culture Minister Choi Woo-young visited the museum on Sunday, highlighting that the museum serves as a foundation for sustaining the K-culture boom. He also pledged full support to ensure Korea's traditional heritage drives growth toward the ministry's 300 trillion won K-culture market goal. A historic fortress built to defend Hanyang, the capital of the Joseon dynasty, is now vying for UNESCO World Heritage status. The Korea Heritage Service has selected the capital fortress of Hanyang as Korea's official candidate for inscription. The site consists of multiple historic fortresses that boast a history spanning over 600 years. The administration plans to make a formal application in January next year, with a final decision expected at the 49th session of the World Heritage Committee in 2027. Son Heung-min received a hero's send-off on Sunday after he played his farewell match for Tottenham Hotspur at Seoul World Cup Stadium. The pre-season friendly against Newcastle United, part of the Kupang Play series, ended in a 1-1 draw, but the spotlight was firmly on Son, who confirmed a day earlier that he would be leaving Spurs this summer after 10 seasons with the club. He bid a tearful farewell to more than 60,000 Korean fans who filled the stadium in the white of Tottenham Hotspur. It's not yet confirmed where Son will play next. That's all from me. Stay tuned to the Culture Wave.
The Netflix original animation K-pop Demon Hunters, as Walter earlier reported, is continuing to make headlines. It has become popular worldwide with its abundance of K-culture, a strong narrative, and of course, its soundtrack. But here is another factor. The supernatural powers or practices shown in the movie are sparking growing interest in Korean shamanism. Our Choi Soo-hyung takes a look at how shamanism has become a key part of new K-content.
Set in South Korea, K-pop Demon Hunters follows a popular girl group that protects the human world from evil spirits while uncovering a boy group of Green Reapers known as 저승사자. The Netflix original animation has become the most viewed original animated movie ever, with its soundtrack also topping the Billboard single charts. Last year, the Korean film Exhuma drew an audience of over 10 million at home and became a hit in Asia and North America, fueled by themes such as feng shui and shamanic rituals. Today, one of the hottest themes in K-content is K-shamanism, or K-busok in Korean, a traditional belief system incorporating rituals, divination, and faith in spirits and deities. With 1,000 years of history, Korean shamanism is a folk tradition where shamans, or mudang, guide people by praying for good fortune and driving away misfortune.
Shamanism exists in many parts of the world, but in Korea, it is unique because of the strong role of mudang. Their traditional music, costumes, and performances have deeply influenced Korean folk arts, giving Korean shamanism a distinct cultural and artistic character.
Unlike the Western view that defines the human world as good and the spirit world as evil, Korean shamanism sees shamans as mediators between the two, a belief that gives K-busok its unique power.
Western occult stories focus on exorcists, while K-pop Demon Hunters shows a more Eastern view. Luni, a half-hunter spirit, and Chinu, a Grim Reaper, reveal human qualities, moving beyond the simple divide of good and evil. Even Hollywood now borrows from Asian values, avoiding absolute dualism, showing how Eastern philosophy is shaping occult content.
Korean shamanism's power as a cult content comes from its cultural freshness rather than religion.
Korea is not tied to a single religion, allowing shamanism to keep its own identity alongside others. Unlike Japan, where cultural images were long ago exhausted by Japonism, Korea's shamanism remains fresh, offering untapped images that enrich today's content.
K-busok content is diversifying and becoming a key icon of K-culture with growing potential. Choi Soo-hyung, Arirang News.
What's your color? I wanna know. What's your color? I wanna know. What's your color? I wanna know. I wanna know. I wanna know. I wanna know. I could be red, or I could be yellow. I could be blue, or I could be purple. I could be green or pink or black or white. I could be every color you like. I could be red, or I could be yellow. I could be blue, or I could be purple. I could be green or pink or black or white. I could be every color you like. I could be red, or I could be yellow. I could be blue, or I could be purple. Waiting for going home feels like 1,000 hours. Going on the way home feels like 1,000 miles. Maybe wanna just get along and work, but it seems like it never works. I'ma get some bottles of beers on the way back home. I just wanna be free of the ground, of the wall, and I wanna be somewhere like no need to be clear, no need to be explaining. I just wanna rest. I wanna be somewhere like really fluffy couch, no need any words, no complaint, no watching. Waiting for the weekend comes feels like the time is frozen. Everybody's asking if I got plans for the night, but sure, I know they don't really wonder, and I'm sure I'll be home alone. I'ma rent some classic movies on the way back home.
Here's a note to Arirang TV viewers. We are conducting a survey for our programs, including the Culture Wave, to meet our viewers' expectations. Please visit us at www.arirang.com or on the mobile app Arirang TV to give us your valuable feedback. You also have a chance to win some Bluetooth earbuds and K-pop merch. In less than 3 months from now, the APEC Economic Leaders Meeting is being held in Korea's southeastern city of Gyeongju. Several side events are taking place on this occasion. That includes a Korean speech contest for international students. For today's Hallyu People segment, we are joined by Unda Gijimana Frank Emdri, who will be taking part in that contest as the representative of Seoul. Hello, Frank. Welcome.
Thank you very much for having me today.
Thank you for joining us. So why don't we start with a quick introduction of yourself to the Culture Wave viewers?
네, 한국에 있으니까 제가 한번 한국어로 하겠습니다.
Sure.
네, 안녕하세요 여러분. 저는 루안다에서 온 프랭크라고 합니다. 저는 지금 서울대에서 박사 과정을 생물정보학을 다니고 있고요. 한국을 지금 약 거의 8년 정도 살았습니다.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So in English, if I would interpret that very quickly, so you're Frank, you're from Rwanda, and you're currently studying at Seoul National University in bioinformatics, is that correct?
Yes.
And you've been here since how many years, did you say?
It's almost 8 right now.
Almost
so,
8 years.
Yeah.
Okay, the reason why Frank has just done his introduction in Korean is because, of course, you're the winner of a Korean speech contest, right? So we're going to talk about that in a bit.
Yes, and you obviously just introduced that fact that you are at Seoul National University and you are studying and you're pursuing a doctoral degree. What exactly brought you to Korea and what made you decide to study here in Korea exactly?
Actually, studying in Korea to me was a kind of I can say it's a game changer in my life. It's one of the best decisions I've taken in my life. So I try to look for a country where I can do my studies abroad. It has been my dream for years. And I was looking for a country that has more to offer in terms of culture. So there's a rich culture in Korea. There's a lot to learn. There's this working style in Korea. So I thought this Korea might be a good way for me to learn, maybe put myself under some pressure and grow as a person. And I think that was the best decision I've made in my life.
Oh, we're happy to hear that. Now, Frank, let's now talk about that contest. So, you represent Seoul at the speech that's coming up in Gyeongju at the end of this month. So, this contest is going to be a little before the actual APEC gathering. So, that means you are the winner of the preliminaries in Seoul. So, congratulations to that.
Thank you very much.
So, what made you take part in that contest?
Actually, I've been seeing some kind of contest for the past years, but I didn't have the chance to attend. And this year, it was kind of a big chance for me. So one of my biggest advisors here in Korea, she told me that there's a contest going on. So, and I was really interested, and I joined it. I prepared for a while, and I think I was lucky enough to get to represent Seoul. I didn't expect it, but I think it was a big privilege. Yeah.
I think it takes more than luck. I mean, we just heard you speak Korean at the beginning of the interview. And I mean, I have to say, if I would have closed my eyes, I wouldn't have known that you are a foreigner. Because
really?
Your Korean is really very fluent. So following the preliminaries now in Seoul, you are going to take part at the main event in Gyeongju, and that is part of the University Student Mock APEC Summit. So how are you preparing for that right now? And I mean, how does it feel to be part of such a major global gathering?
I think it's more like, I may say, a little bit of pressure, because it's fun, first of all, to start with, and it's a privilege because it's, I never thought I would be in that kind of position in my life at any point of time. So I think it's a privilege, that's number one. Number two is like, I have the thought, oh, how do I prepare? And I think I'm trying my best to learn more, because a language is something we can't learn and finish, and I'm trying to see what to prepare myself in terms of speaking, in terms of everything. And I mean, I use Korean all my daily life. I think it's a daily practice, and I think it will be good and enjoyable. Yes.
Okay.
I think you represent Seoul very well, and I wish you good luck. But as an international student taking part in this event, you also are promoting the city of Gyeongju as well. So if you had to do a speech on Gyeongju, what keywords would you choose in like a speech for say?
I think first of all, Gyeongju. There's a lot to say about Gyeongju because it holds a lot of history about Korea. Yeah. So I may say that Gyeongju is like this museum without walls. So that's how they call it. And the biggest thing is that it was the capital of Shilla dynasty long time ago. So, and I can also mention the Bulguksa temple. So I like it because it's maybe because of power of nature. When you go to mountains, you see the temples. So I was really interested when I first visited Gyeongju like 7 years ago. So I saw it. I may mention Bulguksa temple. Also, I can say Daereungwon. Daereungwon, yes. I think it's also a good place to see, and many people. If you search for Gyeongju, that's maybe the first thing that you might see. So I think it's something I can say in my speech. Yeah.
So you've been to Gyeongju before, it looks like.
It was my first trip. I was in what we call 문화 체험 when I was doing my language school. So that was the first trip we had at school. It was Gyeongju.
So 문화 체험, a kind of cultural experience that you had as part of a program at your university, right?
Yes, exactly. When I was doing my Korean language, that was the first one.
And Frank, you mentioned that Gyeongju is known as a historic city, a museum without walls. As you are from Rwanda, is there any historical city that you would say is similar to Gyeongju?
Yes, as far as I know the history of Gyeongju, it was places where kings were before. So we have a place in Rwanda called Nyanza. So there's a specific place called Murukari. So it's a place where we still have the old king's palace. So it's a place which is preserved for touristic purposes. It's a place where you can see the traditional Inyambo cows from Rwanda, which are very rare to see. So I think it's a place that I can kind of say that is similar to Gyeongju in Korea.
I'll put that on my travel list.
And actually, so is there, like you said, you've visited Gyeongju before. Now, you must have been to many places that 7 years ago. Is there maybe somewhere that you're looking to go to next time you go to Gyeongju? Is there maybe something that you want to check out, food you want to try? Is there anywhere that you're specifically wanting to go this time?
In terms of like learning about the history, I think I can go back to this Bulguksa temple and just see, because the first time I was really new to Korea, I didn't know anything. I didn't even understand Korean. So it was hard for me to understand, but this time I think I'll be better to understand and know what they're talking about. And also there's this the cafe area called the Hwangnidan-gil. So my interest has changed as I was in Korea. So I'm more like a person who looks for cafes and good places to, to hang out.
Same here.
I think that would be on my bucket list if I visit Gyeongju, to look for this Hwangnidan-gil. Yes.
It's interesting that you mentioned Bulguksa, that you would like to make a revisit there, because many people who go to the Bulguksa temple, they do mention that they would love to go again and again and again.
Yes.
And now we did talk a little bit about Rwanda, but I want to go a little deeper into Rwanda, because I'd be very curious about how much of a presence the Korean wave or Hallyu currently is in Rwanda. So how do people perceive Korea right now?
I think to be more specific about that, I would just compare first time I came here and right now, because it's been a period of 7 to 8 years. So the first time I came here, it was like some people knew about Korea, but there was not that big a presence. Maybe diplomatically there was, but in people, in the society, it was a little bit not that well known. But right now, I think Korea is doing a great job. Everybody can see these idol groups and K-drama. So the last time I went to Rwanda, I was surprised because I once played a Korean music and somebody was singing with me.
Wow.
So
Which song was that? Do you remember?
It was kind of a drama OST. It's 3 years ago. So my friend was singing along with me. I was like, how did you learn it? I was like, we watch K-drama. Because maybe on this streaming platform, they have these subtitles. I was like, wow, Korea is getting far. And I think in terms of K-drama, people think, Korean people are very, in terms of beauty, in terms of acting, in terms of dramas, and even the popular star of Tottenham. So I think Korea is going far, even technology too. I would say that, because people around me ask me more about technology, like what's the newest technology tool, what's going on in Korea, I like to use Koreans, 최신 상품. So I think it's going far in terms of technology, in terms of everything actually, and I think they're doing a great job. Yeah.
So do many people in Rwanda use Korean smartphones?
Yes.
Yes?
Samsung. Yeah. Recently, yes, many people are using Samsung. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just sort of curious, actually. How hard was it for you to adjust to the Korean, let's say, taste palette? Like, was it very different for you when you moved to Korea to maybe adjust to maybe, I don't know so much about Rwandan food, but Korea, we're known for spicy or soy kind of based foods. How difficult was it for you to actually go from one to the other?
I'll describe my first 6 months as a nightmare, but a nightmare that turned out to be maybe a bright day. So I was not used to spicy food, to be honest, and I was just 17 years old when I came. So the culture was I was not actually adapted to living alone first, plus the spicy food. And the taste of kimchi was so strange to me at the time. I remember I first ate kimchi after 6 months here in Korea. But the day I tried it was kimchi jjigae, I guess, like the Korean, stew, kimchi stew. That changed everything about, my thought about Korean food. I was like, it tastes good now. Now that it's not raw. I was like, it tastes good. And I challenged myself. I say, if I have to live here for 3 more years, because I was doing undergraduate, I was like, if I have to live here for 3 more years, I need to learn the language first, and I need to get adapted to this food, because this is the only way for survival. And I think it started as survival. I ended up loving it. I love Korean food right now. I can't spend a day without having a good pop and jjigae. So.
Wow, I love to hear that. And also I love to hear that you tried to adapt to the Korean food, and now eventually you love it. Now, Frank, finally, would you have a message to APEC for the success of APEC? Anything that you would wish for?
Yes, I will start maybe in Korean and say 이러한 APEC 행사가 이렇게 큰 행사인 만큼 제가 찾아봤을 때는 오랫동안 진행되었고 이번에는 한국뿐만 아니라 그 참여하는 다른 국가에 대해서도 큰 행사이기 때문에 그 세운 목표를 잘 달성하고 그 회의도 잘 진행되었으면 좋겠습니다. So I wish that the APEC, as big an event it is, I wish that it's successful and that all the objectives that the leaders of different countries have set might be achieved in this meeting. Yes, thank you very much.
Wow, thank you very much for that wonderful message in both Korean and English, because this time I was going to ask Walter to do the interpretation. Thank you very much, Frank, for sharing your story with us, and good luck with the contest and also your studies in Korea.
Yes, good luck, Frank.
Thank you very much for having me.
감사합니다.
감사합니다.
And 감사합니다. Thank you, Walter, as always.
Thank you.
We're going to see you back here tomorrow.
Yes, see you tomorrow.
Thank you for spending the past half an hour with us on the Culture Wave. Please join us again tomorrow on Tuesday at 2 p.m. Korea time and maybe one day here in Korea.